What's good? It's Unconventional AF with Jaleel Wavy back with a new episode. Yeah, the final episode of 2025. Proud of myself again. I have to keep saying that because your boy be out here struggling. It is not easy to do a podcast consistently when you are not famous and you ain't making money off of it. Your viewership ain't popping and nobody cares. You really gotta love this shit to keep a podcast going. And I love this shit. And I want to be a successful podcaster, media personality. So here I am. Real quick though, I have two topics for today. I've seen a lot of conversation online about people or players passing LeBron James, Steph Curry in their records. LeBron James is the scoring record holder. Steph Curry is the three-point leader. Reggie Miller said that Nipple could pass Steph Curry. And then I seen a kid, had to be a kid on Instagram talking about if Wemby, Nipple, and Cooper Flag stay healthy for their entire career, that they can pass LeBron James' scoring title, or it's in jeopardy. Let me read what they said. LeBron's scoring record may be in jeopardy if Flag, Con, and Wemby stay fit for their whole careers. I responded, "You sound crazy. We may never see another LeBron James. They will have to stay healthy for 20 seasons and go to the finals at least 10 times. Are you saying those three players will be considered one of the greatest ever?" They basically said I can't read because they never said that they will be the best players to ever play the game. But saying that someone will pass LeBron James' scoring record is saying that they would be considered one of the greatest of all time because LeBron James is considered the greatest of all time or one of the greatest. The person that held it before, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, is considered one of the greatest to ever do it. And guess what? He held that record for 40 years. Sir, to say that Nipple, Cooper Flag, and Victor Wembanyama could potentially pass LeBron James for the scoring record is insane. Do you not understand that these players would have to stay healthy for their entire career, play 20 plus seasons, have crazy playoff runs? Let's not forget LeBron James has been to the finals, 12 times? Has been to the playoffs damn near every year in his career. Has averaged over 20 points a game. Steph Curry, same thing with him. If you want to pass Steph Curry for the three-point scoring record, you got to be healthy. You got to make it to the playoffs a bunch of times. You got to go to the finals a bunch of times. Like, this is not just regular season. This is everything. Now, Steph Curry might be a little easier to catch because the volume of threes players shoot nowadays. And Steph Curry was injured a lot in the beginning of his career. Now, Nipple plays for the Hornets, and he may be injured a lot in his career because we see what's going on here in Charlotte. But to say that LeBron James' scoring record is in jeopardy if they stay healthy is just dumb as hell. Guess what? If they do pass it, they will be considered one of the greatest of all time. There's no professional sport where a player holds the record for putting points on the board and they're not considered one of the greatest. Tom Brady, that Ovechkin guy from hockey, no, come on now. You got to stop that. Khan can do it with the three-pointers, though. He can do it. With the way these players shoot threes nowadays, that could be broken for sure. All right, y'all. I have a video I want to play. The great, the legend, the iconic Dr. Umar, our black leader. He was talking about the lovely, the great Serena Williams, Venus Williams, and pretty much judging them for marrying the Snow Bunnies.
And that's why, although I don't agree with Venus's recent decision to marry a white man, I don't agree with Serena's decision to marry a white man. At the end of the day, Art, these two women went into a hostile, white dominated sport and took it over. And white people never forgave them for it. And in doing that for us, this is how I look at it, Art. And Venus and Serena sacrificing their childhood and their adulthood to show black girls what was possible on the tennis court. The collateral damage was their self-hate. And in order to rescue their self-esteem, they married outside the race because neither one of them wanted their children to look like them. And they didn't want their children to look like them because they didn't want their children to be subject to the same type of ridicule and hurt that they suffered.
Hey, you gotta love Dr. Umar. That man is crazy. You gotta love Dr. Umar. Now I'm torn with this because, I be feeling him with a lot of stuff that he says, and then sometimes I be like, bro, what is this man talking about? This man is crazy. That's a wild boy right there. But he knows something. I am the black man that says black men can date outside their race, but can be pro-black. And black women can date outside their race and still be pro-black. Now, let me explain that to you, because you might be like, what the hell? That's just absolutely wrong. But it's not. I truly feel like black women truly want to be with black men. But black men got a lot of stuff going on. Not gonna say we wasn't raised right, but there's a lot of, I guess, this trauma, if you want to throw that word out there, baggage, BS, and that's just for us regular niggas. Throw on the top fame and money, and it's 10 times worse. I believe that Venus and Serena would have loved to have married a black man and have a beautiful black family. But y'all niggas don't be acting right in Hollywood. Y'all don't be acting right. And they had to go get in where they fit in and find somebody that was going to love them. Now, the self-hate thing, that could be a little stretch. I don't know. Venus, she still looked the same. Serena Williams, it might be some self-hate there, I'm going to be honest, because her face is not the same face that it was in tennis. So he might be a spot on. Don't kill me for that. I'm just speaking the truth. Look at her face now and look at that old face. They are not the same. But Serena Williams had a long history of dating black men. I don't know about Venus because I don't feel like I've ever seen her stuff in the blogs. I also saw a story about her one time that she was a virgin, I guess. I don't know. But I do feel like if they had the choice between beautiful black love and marrying the others, they would choose the black love. My thing is, when you talk about famous people in relationships, we have too much evidence that black men in Hollywood be on bullshit. I've seen so many interviews with black men in Hollywood or professional athletes. They talk about how they don't want to get married because they don't trust women. Y'all date Instagram thoughts. Or they don't believe in monogamy because they can't just be with one woman. It's really they just freaked out because they've been famous for so long and they can just get whatever they want. So it's like, why be with one woman? And then when you talk about celebrity women, famous women, women with actual talent, career, and their own money and success, they not gonna put up with your BS like this random little Instagram girl. They're not gonna put up with it. And I've seen too many clips online about niggas just not wanting to be faithful, and they try to, oh, we're not meant to be with one woman. That's not how men are designed. No, you niggas just can't control yourself. As we see men get torn down every day, lose their families and their careers to pussy. And then some of the ones that may want to be faithful, they be with white women. So I'm not going to blame these beautiful black women in Hollywood for going to the other side when the black man in their world can't get it right. Why is Tracy Ellis Ross single? Why is Taraji P. Henson single? Why is the beautiful, the fine Regina Hall, hell, Regina King, single? Regina Hall, no kid. Tracy Ellis Ross, no kid. Now, they could be dating somebody and they just keep it on the low, but they not married. It's not public. So as far as we know, they single. It's disappointing as hell. Hell, Nia Long had her a good, successful black man. Let me remove the word good because he got caught up cheating too. So that's what I'm saying, man. We cannot blame these women for going to the white man or to the other side if they have a hard time finding a successful, good black man that wants to treat them right. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, Unconventional AF with Jaleel Wavy on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow your boy Jaleel Wavy on Instagram and TikTok, and Unconventional AF on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you.